Free healthcare for abortions forced on miniature flags for others. None of our business what you do under the covers. Being a business, make the fucking gay bird what the fuck is. I know it's a nation, but that's the way we'll get so that's the point. Out for the hypocrisy, so we don't give a fuck for the United States. I'm so mad, man, I'm so upset. I wanna take your politics and move on. I'm so sad, man, I'm so upset. I wanna take your politics and move on. I'm afraid to wear a mask, but you should not get an abortion. I will not wear a mask. You cannot have an abortion. I'm so sad, man. I'm so confused. Anytime I see anything on the news, it's like people lining up to lick the boots of death on all the people that they made of poop. And Jesus Christ. In Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, hand Mike Pence over here. We're about to roll up on another January 6th. It's a special one for your boy, hand Mike Pence, but not like it was for those folks who were trying so desperately to hand Mike Pence on that fateful day. Folks, I'm here on a Friday afternoon. We're a week removed from Christmas times, and 2 weeks, I guess, but a week before Christmas week, when everything kind of breaks down and then we stop doing anything for a couple of But anyway, I really just wanted to come online and sing some sing-songy songs that I do, and I don't think it actually comes out very good audio-wise, but it's just something I like to do, guys, still, so that's going to happen. That song that we just heard here was To the Left, and it's like, why don't we just talk about stuff like that for a minute? Like, when I say I'm so mad, man, I'm so upset, I want to take my family and move them to the left. Like, I don't mean I want to take my family and move them to the extreme left. Just leftward from where they are currently, because they're on a drift to the right, like a slippery slope. And I know it's shouldn't be arguing things based on those, because it's anyway. So handing Mike Pence over here. Last time we spoke, I was commenting on the Kanye West Ye controversy, and it's continued to just be gross, and I don't like it, but I'll talk about it. So that dude, I don't care, right? Because you're not going to influence me. You're not going to I'm not going to react like, oh, I kind of have. I've always secretly had those feelings, but I've always been ashamed to say them out loud, because the PC police, the libs, the media, right? The bankers. I can't even tell you how frustrating it is. It's like I don't have a simile for it right now, but I'm not alone. I'm not alone. And it's difficult. It's difficult articulating this precise frustration. So I'm going to give it a shot again because, okay, so the libs is such a broad stroke. Like you're just talking about, man, because because I don't like liberals. I don't like politicians who would choose to identify as liberal. Typically, as far as if it's a binary and it's conservative or liberal, then it's liberal. But that's not. That's a false dichotomy. That's not. These two things are not mutually exclusive, right? Right. Well, I'm a fiscally conservative, social progressive. Like, so you're gonna save all the legislation that keeps the money at the top of the game, fiscally conservative. But we're socially progressive. So we're going to say Black Lives Matter out loud and then do nothing. So anyway, Joe Biden tried to tank the fucking railroad deal, and the unions fired their president who took the deal because it was a bad deal. All they want is sick time, right? These are federal employees. Okay, so just think about that. Like, and think about the crisis that we're facing with this. Like, literally, if the trains stop, or like if the railroads try to put like suits like John Deere did at their factory or warehouse or whatever the fuck building that the goddamn CEOs and executives were driving the forklifts around, crashing into shit and costing them more money than they were making. You know what I mean? These corporations, these politicians, they continue to exploit the working class because we continue to not address that exploitation. And we continue to accept the gross, like, disgusting doubling and tripling, enumeration, exponential growth of this exploitation. And we just accept it. Like it's so baked in. And it's so baked in also that you can't be American as apple pie unless you stomp on people whenever they start to talk about anything that could be interpreted as socialism. Like, and like it goes down to like just the most flagrant hypocrisies, man. Like I'm not perfect. I can't live up to my word all the time. I feel shame though when I don't, and I do my best to come clean at least, and do right by whatever it is that I didn't measure up the first time. Like the problem is, or the problem seems to me, that there is a distinct lack of accountability, basically. Like, and it's because people are so protective of their public personas. You know what I mean? Like politicians and celebrities, especially. It's like you can't be perceived as having been wrong. You can't admit it because then, like, your brand is like, I don't know, tarnished. But like, I don't see it that way at all. And like, I have respect for these public figures who do it in more like what I would consider to be the right way, where you're just like, hey, for the record, I in the past have unfairly treated my workers, and I have profited off of their work without sharing their cut with them. I have given them less than they deserve. And I did that so I could make more money. So if you look at the Pew Research, it shows that inflation, and this is pretty much well known, over the last 40 or 50 years, inflation has increased while the minimum wage has not increased. It's stagnated, right? And so if the minimum wage had increased in relation to inflation over these past decades, then it would be approximately $25 right now. So yeah, we were fighting for 15, and we got it passed in a lot of places, so that was cool. But it already wasn't enough when we were asking for it, and you know that everybody knows that. So let's talk about the minimum wage real quick. Uh, that's just for high schoolers and it's for unskilled labor. Well, okay. I mean, shut the fuck up, first of all. Tell me, here's a room full of people. You're pointing at the person who deserves to not be able to pay their rent, even though they worked 40 hours that week. Like, they deserve to not be able to find a place that they can afford the rent, even though they work a full 40-hour week at a job for a company that is making money off of them. That's fair because they're uneducated. Okay, well, fuck you, man. Fuck you. Here, like, I know, I feel like we've talked about this before. Here, I give you a magic wand, okay? And with this magic wand, you deliver everybody a college education, and even more than that, full master's degree requirement level employment across the entire world, not even the country, the entire world. Who picks up the garbage on the planet full of doctors? Who's gonna serve the sausage on the planet full of doctors? Like any number of anything below your full on fucking master's degree bullshit lawyer, goddamn fucking whatever, dude. I don't give a shit about the corporate world. You guys are not really doing anything except for stealing money from people. And fucking, it's disgusting. I fucking hate it so much. No, I'm trapped. I obviously am a consumer. I got my computer, microphone, and I'm here on the internet, and I want you to watch me, so that like whatever. But like, no, I just want to fucking put my piece out there. No one has to watch us. No one's watching. No one's gonna watch. I don't give a shit. It's fine. But like, I'm so fucked up. Like, so me, or X person, right, that can't afford an apartment, even though they work their full 40-hour week, 52 weeks a year, don't even get vacation on this job. Lucky to get sick time if your state has legislated it, right? Okay, that kind of shit. And fucking, I can't afford to fucking live, man. Like, what are you talking about? And then you're like, oh, fucking, sounds like you need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You need to fucking hustle. You need to fucking work a second job. And first of all, fuck you. No, I don't. Nobody has to work a second job. But secondly, where is this bootstrap mentality when I want to affect things and change the future? Where's the fucking bootstraps? All I hear is like, oh yeah, it's that would be really, really hard. You want to figure out how everyone can get free healthcare and it's like good. That's going to be really hard. I don't have any bootstraps for that problem. oh, you want corporations to pay their fair share in taxes, but they pay so much money to politicians to prevent that from happening. So that's going to be really hard. That's going to be really hard. And I don't mean politicians making this argument. I mean fucks like me in real life. When I complain in real life, like, well, corporations should pay their fair taxes like they did in times that you want to make America like again. So why don't we do that thing from that time? That was good for everybody. And things that are good for everybody are good for everybody. And that's good for everybody. Anyway, we've been handing Mike Pence for a minute. Hand Mike Pence! Hand Mike Pence! That's Beans. We've met. I'm trying to think if I want to even do a song right now. I don't know. I'm kind of fucked up off of all this ranting. I don't really feel too sing-songy right now, you guys. I've been handing Mike pens though, and I'm happy to have you here handing pens with me to Mike so that he can sign off on the electoral college votes. It's it's mostly just a what do you call it? It's not really functional. It's more like it's just like ceremonial. It's his ceremonial duty as vice president to sign the piece of paper that says like everyone counted the votes and here they are. And here's the new president. And he's like, yeah, but I'm the vice president and I'm the person who signs that. Here you go. Would somebody hand me a pen? And then he looked out the window and everyone outside was saying, hand Mike pens! Hand Mike pens! And then they signed the Electoral College. And we welcomed Uncle Brandon as the 46th president of the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Hand Mike Pence. I've been handing Mike pens. Don't forget to hand Mike pens. And I'll hand Mike pens when we hand Mike pens.